Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for tuning back into the channel. Got another video up here for you guys today. I'm going to talk about the lift kit and the suspension lift from Cognito Motorsports. I know that a lot of you guys were dropping comments below. I hear you guys. I'm going to talk to you about what I got, where I got it from, who did the installation for me, and kind of my experiences with the lift kit so far. Bear with me, it's freezing. It's about 42 degrees right now in Rochester, so I got a nice day. So we're gonna take a quick errand. We're gonna come back, we're gonna clean up the truck real quick, and then we're going to, I'll be able to walk you around and talk about the suspension components and tell you more about it. So. My truck hates me right now. Ooh. Alright guys, as you can see, I'm running low on diesel exhaust fluid. The trials and tribulations of not having a tuned vehicle. So we're taking a quick trip. We're gonna go get some diesel exhaust fluid. We're gonna fuel up. And then we're gonna come back and clean up the truck. Alright guys, we are back. So just got back, got 5 gallons of DEF fluid. I've typically been using the Blue DEF exhaust fluid, as you can see here. It's pretty much what's standard around the gas stations and stuff here. I ended up paying $15.99 for every 2 gallons. So I don't know what you guys are paying. You guys probably aren't even paying anything at all, because most of you are probably tuned and don't have to worry about diesel exhaust fluid. The other thing I want to talk to you guys is about how much I actually hate how General Motors designed the fill cap for this, or the location for it. It's absolutely ridiculous. You have to lift up the hood. I'm short, it's a lifted truck. I've got to get either a ladder, stand on a bucket, I need a funnel just to fill the DEF tank. It's absolutely insane. So what I wish they would do, and maybe they'll do this on the 2020s that are coming out later next year, but I think that they should put it in the same place that Ford and Ram put their DEF fluid, right besides the gas tank fill. So I think there's plenty of room there. I don't know why that they don't utilize that. I just think it's an absolute horrible, horrible design by General Motors. Horrible. So with that being said, we're gonna get this filled up. Alright everybody, as I was telling you before briefly, this is where the fill cap is for the diesel exhaust fluid. So a lot more, oh, no free rides. A lot more difficult to utilize than any other diesel manufacturers have put out there. Filthy. Alright guys, I just finished cleaning the truck to the extent that I wanted it to be cleaned today. It's good enough. It's, you know, still the middle of winter. I'm just trying to do the best I can to get the salt off. So now I'm going to go around and I'm going to talk about the Cognito 4 to 6 inch lift kit that I got. Alright, so here we have the, this is the driver's side front of the suspension lift kit. So I ended up going with the Cognito 4 to 6 inch lift kit. The reason that I went for it is I had it hawed between BDS 6.5 inch lift and the Cognito 4 to 6 inch lift. So I do a lot of research before I go out and buy anything. I was browsing YouTube. I was looking at custom offsets. They post a lot. I was on the L5P forum, and I was just really doing a lot of research before I nailed down and got ended up going with the Cognito 4 to 6 inch. So I really like the BDS. They have a 4.5 inch kit as well, but I just didn't think that would be enough to clear 35s, 12.5 35s actually, on a negative offset aggressive rim. The 6.5 I thought was a little bit too high for my taste. I thought there was a little bit too much space between the tire and the top of the wheel well. So ruling those out, the only other option for me, putting a high quality component parts on my vehicle, was the Cognito. So I went the 4 to 6 inch lift. I upgraded to Fox shock. I upgraded with Fox shocks. I got the upper control arms. I also opted to get the Kryptonite tie rods. So I really like this lift kit. I had it installed at the diesel shop down in Avon, about 45 minutes south of where I live. I'll link their shop and their website in the comments below and in the summary below for you guys. Highly recommend them to check them out. Those guys are great over there. They work a lot on Cummins. If you check out the shop owner's truck, he's got a race truck. I think it runs like 9s. It's insane. Very knowledgeable. They've got a couple Duramax guys out there that really know what they're doing. So I brought it out there, kind of just word of mouth traveling around. That's where I end up getting the lift kit pulled on. They did a really good job for me. They pay attention to detail, and their quality is really good work. So if you're in the area, again, their information will be in the comments below. You can go ahead and check them out. So with the Cognito 4 to 6 inch lift, you get the Pitman idler kit, you get the upper control arm kit, you get the Fox 2.0 monotube shocks, you also get the Fox rear monotube shocks. I went with the 2-inch block and U-bolt kit, and I got the shock extender kit that allowed for extra travel when using the upper control arm kit. So. I mentioned this in the other video, but I ended up going with the 2-inch rear block. Let me see if I can get under here, show you guys what I'm talking about. There, it goes into focus. Show the other side. Here's the passenger side. So, curious about the ball joints. I heard a lot of people say that they are junk, but I've also heard people say that they aren't. So, waiting to see how those hold up. They do have Zerk fittings and grease fittings. I do try to hit those about every 6 months to keep them lubricated, so everything is in working order. Alright, so when I first picked up the kit, my wheels weren't here. I'm going to do another video on my wheels and my experience with those. So definitely watch that video before you order a set of custom forged wheels. They take longer than expected. It's a lot of disappointment, especially when you're super excited to get them on your truck. You got everything ready to go to the beginning of summer, and I didn't end up getting mine until about 4 months later. So I'll mention that in another video when I get the wheels pulled back out and tell you about my experience with that. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If you liked it, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and tune in for the next video. I can't tell you how much I appreciate everyone's support. We're growing day by day. You guys are reaching out on comments, you guys are reaching out on Instagram, and I just want to let you know that I really appreciate every single one of you. More L5P stuff is coming. I do have the ECM. I think I'm going to talk about it in the next video in tunes. I kind of want to know what you guys are thinking about. I've got a couple tuning companies that I'm thinking about going with, and I haven't made up my decision yet. It's still all so new. So with that being said, cue outro. This is the shit. This is what I'm talking about, guys. We're here, getting ready to take a little trip out to Eastview Mall. All these pumps are available. Every single pump. But this guy has to go in front of the diesel pump. Now, this gas station only has 2 diesel pumps. There's one on this side, and then there's one on this side. And he's abusing that right. If you're a diesel truck owner and you understand my frustration with this, leave comments below.
There's no sign. There should really be a sign. I didn't see the diesel fuel pump. I didn't see the pump.
You didn't see the green?
No, I
out of all
just pulled in. I didn't look for the diesel pump. As a diesel truck owner, you know that it's there. Us peasant ethanol people don't know.
We're gonna go inside and take this up with Speedway. We'll be back later.